So starting with our weights. Shoulders back, tummy in tight. Let's go. 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Last one. 8. Drop your hands to your sides for the deltoids. Whoops. Some more light here. And 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Last one. 8. Weights to the shoulders straight up. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Last one. 8. Take one weight. Drop it behind you. Open up the chest. And moving on to our triceps. Come to your tabletop. Tummy in tight. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Last one. 8. Other side. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Last one. 8. Fire hydrant pose. Tummy in tight. 10. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Stretch it out in child's pose. Other side. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Stretch it out in child's pose. So this time we'll be doing our bicep curl and we'll be flipping it, flipping the weights. So bicep curl, flip the weights so they face forward, your hands face forward, and then up. That's 1. Come back. Bicep curl, flip, and up. That's 2. 3. 4. 5. 6. 7. Last one. 8. Drop the arms. You give a little shake. Now we'll work on deltoids. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Last one. 8. One of your weights. Drop it behind you. Open the chest up. All right. Back to tricep extensions. Tummy in tight. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Last one. 8. And the other side. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Last one. 8. And working on our glutes now. Extend one leg. Tummy in tight. Squeezing your glutes. Point the toes. Let's do 20. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, last one, 20. Stretch it out. And the other side. Tummy in tight, squeezing the glutes. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, last one, 20, stretch it out. And we'll do 8 regular bicep curls now. Tummy in tight, shoulders back. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, last one, 8. Dropping the weights, deltoids. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, last one, 8. Bring your weights to your shoulders, squeeze your shoulder blades together and straight up from here. Tummy in tight. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, last one, 8. Take one weight, drop it behind you, open the chest up. And last set of tricep extension. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, other side. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. And back to our glutes. Extend one leg. Tummy in tight. Bend the leg, 90-degree angle. Squeezing your glutes. 10. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. And stretch it out. And finally, last side. Bend the leg, tummy in tight, squeeze the glutes. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. And stretch it out. And then give it a good shake. We are ready to start our yoga. So, come to a comfortably seated position. And we will focus on our bow to help us come to the present moment. And 3 deep breaths here, so you can place your hand on the heart, the other hand under the abdomen, in through the nose, out through the mouth. And we'll do a little face massage now. Massaging the temples, the cheekbone area, the jawline. Fingers under the ears, work down the sides of the neck. Reach behind, squeeze the neck and the shoulders. And then give it a good shake. One hand on the head, draw the ear to the shoulder. And the other side. Roll your shoulders back, opening up the chest, drop your head back, lips together. Come to center. Interlace your fingers behind your head, draw your chin into the chest. And come to center. Bring one arm across your chest, draw it in, and circle your hand. And then turn it the other way. Shake it out, other side. Circle. And change direction. Give it a good shake, extend one arm, flip the hand, draw the palm back toward you. Give it a good shake, other side, extend, flip, draw the palm back. And shake it out. Drop the chin to the chest, roll the head to one side, and then the other side. One more time on each side. Coming to center, roll the shoulders. And the other way. Bring one foot outside the opposite knee, draw the knee into the chest. Pulling it in tight with your arms, nice straight back. So today we're going to skip the seated twist because we're going to do a different kind of twist. And release. And the other side. Wrap the knee, draw it into the chest. And release. And you can grab one elbow, draw it over to the side. And then the other one. And we are ready to come into our tabletop position. And I'll start by locking the arms, locking the elbows, dropping the chest toward the ground. Push the chest forward, bring it up, around, and down. Making that circular motion with the chest. And then coming to center, come to your child's pose because we're going to do spinal wave today. So if you remember the spinal wave, it is coming into our cat and cow, but with a wave-like motion. So start from child's pose and then raise your rear end up, tucking the chin in, and then waving your body until it comes to a tabletop. Then drop your belly, raise the head up so you're in a cow position, and then push back into your child's pose. Raising your rear end back, tucking the chin in, this is your cat, and then coming into your tabletop and dropping the belly, raising the head, and pushing back from the cow. And one last time, raise the rear end up, tuck the chin in, and come to the flat table. Then drop your belly, raise your head, push back. And we're done. So, taking your forearms, walk them up the mat a little bit, and come down to your belly. Coming into your Sphinx pose, point your toes, and then push your chest up. Look up, first Sphinx. And now, bend up your legs and bring your hands back towards you so you can push up. And lift your chin up, gazing upwards, pointing the toes. And then come back to your tabletop. Having your knees together, drop your hips to one side. And then the other side. And then coming to center, we're ready for our balance work. So extend one leg, extend the opposite arm, tummy in tight. You can flex your heel and push your heel back, or bend the leg, grasp the foot, and kick into the hand. And release. Stretch it out. And come back. So other side. Extend the other leg. Opposite arm. Flex the foot, push the heel back. Or bend the leg, grab the foot, kick into the hand. And release. Open up your knees. Sit back on your heels. Stretch your arms in front of you as far as they'll go. Spread your fingers open wide. Connect your third eye to the mat. Envision drawing in the beautiful earth energy in through your palms, in through your third eye. Rippling it through your body until it reaches your toes. And then give your toes a little wiggle. Come back up to table, tuck the toes, raise the hips up for your downward facing dog, and pedal your legs here. Pause, push both heels down towards the mat, tuck the chin into the chest. Look forward, you could hop or walk to the top of your mat. And take a deep breath in. Stretch your arms all the way up to prayer, to heart center, to mountain pose, and give it a good shake. And twist. So, opening up the legs, put a bend in the knees. Let's do our big hip circles. Really bend forward. Come all the way back as you're coming back. And then change direction. And then come to center. Extend one leg to the side, circle 3 times. Change direction. Draw the leg in, twist out. Other side. Change direction. And draw the leg in, twist it. Extend one leg in front of you, point the toes, flex the foot. Point and flex, point and flex. Last time, point and flex and circle your foot. And change direction. Draw the leg in, twist out. Other side, point and flex, point and flex, point and flex. Last time, point and flex and circle. And change direction. Draw it in, twist out. Let's do the front crawl. And put a sway into it. Stretching the back out. And then change direction. And then come to center. Shake it out, twist it out. Let's work on our memory with Super Brain Yoga. Left arm crosses over chest, grasp the earlobe, thumbnail pointing forward. The other arm crosses over, grasp the earlobe, thumbnail pointing forward. Tongue to the roof of the mouth. Let's go chair pose 15 times. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, last one, 15, and give it a good shake and a twist. So it's time for our sun salutation. Step to the top of the mat. Hands to heart center. Take a deep breath in, stretch up, exhale, fold forward. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, bring your hands down to the mat. Step one leg back and the other leg back. Coming into your high plank. Swivel your elbows so the insides face forward. Inhale, shift forward. Exhale, chaturanga down. Inhale, low cobra, full cobra, or knees off the ground for upward facing dog. Exhale, down dog. And pedal here. Pause, push both heels down towards the mat. Tuck the chin into the chest. Release your head. Give it a shake. Take a deep breath in. Raise the right leg up. Come to the ball of the left foot. Swing the right leg forward. Keep the back foot on the ball of the foot so you can come up into a high lunge. If high lunge is too difficult for you, you can just drop your knee. So this is high lunge with warrior one arms. And now swing your arms so the palms face forward and tilt your back. So your back is in line with your back leg. This is your runner's lunge. Now place your fingertips on the mat. Flip your foot so your back foot is parallel to the back of the mat. Come up into your warrior two. Gaze over your front fingertips. Lift your toes up, let them down. Draw that earth energy in through the feet, up through the core. Suck in the tailbone, suck in the abs. Roll your shoulders back and down, away from the ears. Give your glutes a squeeze. Release them. With your front palm so it faces the sky. Draw it up, gazing upwards. If you want, you can take your bottom arm, wrap it around your back, and grab your front thigh. And then rest that forearm on your thigh, palm facing up. Bring the other arm over your ear, extended side angle pose, or you can just drop that hand to the mat if you prefer. Come back to your warrior two. Straighten out your front leg. Take a deep breath here. In through the nose, out through the mouth. Shift forward, come into your triangle pose. Sink a little deeper. Pivot into your airplane. Continue to pivot into your revolved triangle. Come back to airplane. Come back to triangle. Sink a little deeper. Flip your front palm and draw it up. Gazing upwards. Cartwheel your arms back down to the mat. Step back into your high plank. Or drop your knees if you have to. Swivel your elbows so the inside face forward. Inhale, shift forward. Exhale, chaturanga down. Inhale, low cobra, full cobra, or up dog. Exhale, down. And pedal here. Pause, push both heels down towards the mat. Tuck the chin into the chest. Release the head, give it a shake. Take a deep breath in. Raise the left leg up. Come to the ball of the right foot. Swing your left leg forward. Keep on the ball of your back foot so that you can come up into your high lunge with warrior one arms. Or just drop your knee if you can't manage it. And then drop your arms so palms are facing forward. Then tilt your back so it's in line with the back leg for runner's lunge. And then drop your fingertips to the mat. Lift your back foot so it's parallel to the back of the mat. Come up into your warrior two. Lift those toes up, clamp them down. Draw that earth energy in through the feet, up through the core, tucking the tailbone, sucking the abs. Roll the shoulders back and down, away from the ears. Your glutes a squeeze. Relax them. Flip your front palm so it faces the sky, draw it up. Rest your forearm on your thigh, palm facing up. Bring the other arm over your ear for extended side angle pose. Or drop your hand to the mat if you like. And then come back to your warrior two. Straighten out your front leg. Deep breath here. Shift forward. Come into triangle pose. Sink a little deeper. And then come into your airplane. And then revolve triangle. Come back to airplane. Come back to triangle. Sink a little deeper. Flip your front palm and draw it up, gazing upwards. And then cartwheel your arms back down to the mat. Step back into your high plank. Swivel your elbows so the insides face forward. Inhale, shift forward. Exhale, chaturanga down. Inhale, low cobra, full cobra, or up dog. Exhale, down dog. And pedal here. Pause, push both heels down towards the mat. Tuck the chin into the chest. Release the head. Give it a shake. Take a deep breath in. Raise the right leg up. Put a bend in the leg, stack the hips, or come into wild thing. And then come back. Bring your right knee in toward your nose. Push up the ball of your back foot. Point your front toes. And then swing your knee forward so that your right knee lands outside of your right wrist. Slide the other leg back and push up into your proud pigeon. If you want, you might want to take your foot and shift it a little further forward. And then we can come into our full pigeon pose. You can stack both fists and rest your head on your fist, or use a block to rest your head. And we'll be here for almost a minute. Just to really stretch out the hip. And while you are in your proud pigeon, I'm just going to demonstrate, in your regular pigeon pose, I'm going to demonstrate your options here. So the other option would be deer pose by drawing that knee in, or doing the 4, which is lying on the back, foot on the knee and pushing the other knee away from you. They are all hip openers, so it doesn't really matter which one you do. And now push up into your proud pigeon. So we can hold it here in proud pigeon, or we can come to king pigeon by taking your left leg, raising it up, reaching around with your left hand, catching the outside or the inside of the foot and drawing it in toward you. You can tense your front fingers if you like. It's just a really good stretch for the quads. And release. So, step back into your high plank. Inhale, shift forward. Exhale, chaturanga down. Inhale, low cobra, full cobra, or up dog. Exhale, down dog. And pedal here. Pause, push both heels down towards the mat. Tuck the chin into the chest. Release your head, give it a shake. Take a deep breath in, raise the left leg up, put a bend in the leg, stack the hips, or come all the way into your wild plane. Dropping the arm back, opening up the chest, and then come back. Bring the left knee in toward your nose, point the left toes, you're on the ball of the right foot, and then swing the left knee so it lands outside the left wrist. Slide the other leg back. You might want to take your left foot and bring it a little bit more forward. Your hands can be flat or you can tense your fingers for your proud pigeon. And then come into pigeon pose, stack your fists or use a block to rest your head. If you prefer to come into deer pose, just draw that other leg in. And then push up into your proud pigeon. Stay in proud pigeon or raise your right leg, catch the outside or the inside of the foot and draw it in. You can tense your fingers if you like. And release. Bring your knees together. And come into your camel pose. Beyond the balls of your feet. Open the chest, drop the head back, or reach for your heels. And then come up, we'll do our rabbit pose to counter all of that. So placing the head to the mat, flatten out your feet. Catch your heels, raise your rear end up. Stretch out the back, stretch out the shoulders. And we are done. So come to your tabletop, tuck the toes, raise the hips up for down dog. Look forward, walk to the top of the mat. Take a deep breath and stretch up to prayer, to heart center, to mountain pose, and give it all a shake. So you can have a little water break if you want, and grab your stretchy band at the same time, or your stockings or your nylons, whatever you have. And we're just going to do our little pranayama here. So holding your band a little bit taut. You're going to be breathing in through the nose on the upswing, exhaling through the mouth on the back forward swing. So breathing in, exhale. Breathe in, exhale through the mouth. And last time. And we're going to do a little bit of added pranayama here, just 3 deep breaths with our buzzing bee, our Ramari pranayama. So just bring your hands to heart center. We're going to be breathing in through the nose, exhaling through the nose, making the buzzing bee sound at the back of our throat. So I'll do it one time to show you, and then we can do it 3 times together. So you'll be breathing in through the nose, exhaling, making the buzzing bee sound. So let's do it 3 more times, breathing in. And last time. And shake it out. So that is good for soothing your nervous system. So we are going to do our tree pose. Take a deep breath in, stretch up. Float the arms down. Catch one foot, bring it out to the side. Slide the foot in. Remain there or raise it to your calf, or tuck it into your thigh, or bring it into a half lotus. Staring at one point in front of you, that's your drishti, or it could be on the floor, just one point that doesn't move. Grow your branches. Making a mudra, outstretched, or at heart center, or above the head. And if you like, you could pull your tummy in tight, squeeze your glutes. And release. Shake it out. Twist it out. Other side. Deep breath in, stretch up. Float the arms down. Catch the other leg, bring it out to the side, slide it in. Bring it there, or to the calf, or to the inside of your leg, or bring it to your half lotus. When you're ready and steady, grow your branches. You can pull your tummy in tight, squeeze your glutes. And release. Give it a shake and a twist. So we had a request for chair pose. Not chair pose, sorry, dancer's pose, but you will need a chair. So not necessarily. You can do it without a chair, but it's helpful if you have a chair. So you have the chair a little bit further than arm distance away from you. So when you reach forward, you can grab it. I'm going to turn and face you, but then I'm going to turn back to my chair. So, a deep breath in, stretch the arms all the way up. Drop your left hand, so that would be your right. I'm not mirroring you right now. And then raise that same leg. Reach around, grab the inside of the foot. That's why your hand is facing up, so you can remember to grab the inside of the foot. If that's too difficult, grab the outside of the foot. With your upper hand, you can make a mudra. So now I'm going to turn and face the chair. So you might want to just stay there, or if you want to come into your full dancer's pose, you could kick into your hand and fold forward. You can grab the chair. The chair will help you really stretch your leg out. And then when you feel nice and steady, you might want to just release the chair. And release. Give it a shake and a twist. So, it's a little bit of a tricky pose. Let's just take a deep breath in before we start again. All right, taking a deep breath in, stretch the arms all the way up, drop the opposite arm. Raise the opposite foot, catch the inside or the outside of the foot. You might want to make a mudra with the other hand. I'm going to turn to face the chair now. So if you can do it, kick back into the hand and pull forward. If you want to grab the chair for that extra stretch, that's good. And then if you want to challenge your balance, let go of the chair. And bring it in. Give it a shake and a twist. So, we are done with the chair. And let's grab our strap if you have a strap. Otherwise, you can use your stretchy band. Let's come down into our, actually, we'll come into our hero's pose. Roll your calves away from you. Sit back on your rear end or grabbing a block. And this week we're working on really opening up the shoulders. So we could come into a cow face pose. If you prefer to come into cow face pose, you can, or you could stay like this in your hero's pose. So taking your strap in one arm, if you are in your cow face pose, I'll demonstrate it in case you want to come into cow face. So you can start by having both your feet on one side of the block and then swing your other leg in front of that leg. So you're in your cow face. Whatever leg is on top, you can use a strap in that arm. Drop the strap behind you, reach back, and then walk your hands towards each other along the strap so you're really opening the chest up, and we'll take about 4 deep breaths here, in through the nose, out through the mouth. And then you can exhale with your last exhale. You can move forward with your last exhale. And release. So if you're in hero's pose, just switch hands with your strap. Some people don't need a strap. They can actually just grab their fingers. I can't, my arms aren't that long, but if they are, you won't need the strap. So if you're coming into cow face on the other side, lean forward, and then switch legs. Rock back onto your block. You don't need the block, you could be right on the mat if you prefer. So other arm. Drop the strap behind you, grab it, walk your hands towards each other, really open your chest, and approximately 4 or 5 deep breaths here, in through the nose, out through the mouth. Taking your last deep inhale, exhale, and fold forward. And release. So, come right up to a standing position. And we're ready for moon salutation. Take a deep breath and stretch the arms all the way up to prayer. We're going to do something a little different with our moon salutation today. Take your left foot and step it behind you and try and bring your left foot as far forward as possible. And now tilt to the side for a different version of crescent. And come to center. And then switch legs. And tilt the other way. And come to center, open up into your star. Interlace your fingers behind your back. Draw your hands down. Open the chest up. Drop the head backwards together. Come to center. Deep breath in. Exhale, pull forward. Draw the arms up. Keep the head loose. Give your head a shake. Release the arms. Take one hand, bring it outside the opposite leg. Draw the other arm up. Gaze neutral or look up. And the other side. Come to center. Grasp your elbows. Drop your head. Give a sway side to side. See if you can get a little lower with each sway. Pause in the center, grasp your calves with your hands, draw your chest towards your thigh. And then take a deep breath in, stretch up. To prayer, to heart center, open up your arms, open up your feet, sink into goddess, lift the toes up, plant them down. Drawing the earth energy in through your feet, up through your core, tucking the tailbone, sucking the abs, roll your shoulders back and down, away from the ears. Give your glutes a squeeze. And relax them. Bring your hands to prayer, heel toe in a little bit. Sink into your garland pose. Pushing your elbows against your knees. We're not going to stay here long because we already did pigeon pose. And then come down to one knee. So we had already done our hip opener, right? Stretch the other leg out, flip the foot up, draw your toes toward your body, push your heel down the mat for a good stretch. If you'd like to challenge yourself further, place that foot back on the mat, rock back onto the ball of your foot, drop your shoulder inside of your leg, reach around, grab your fingers. And then switch sides. Flip the foot up, toes toward you, push the heel down the mat, stay there for a nice stretch, or plant that foot down, rock back on the ball of your other foot, drop your shoulder inside your leg, reach around, grab your fingers. It's a really good balancing pose, and stretch, and release. So, grab your strap, come into your staff pose. And take a deep breath in, stretch your arms all the way up. Exhale, fold forward. Wrap the strap around your feet. Walk your hands towards your feet. If you don't have a strap, that's okay. Just go as far as you can. And release. Take your right foot, tuck it into your thigh. Take your left arm, plant it behind you. Stretch your right arm up, breathing in. Exhale, fold forward, reaching for the outside of your left foot. As far as you can go. And release, other side. Tuck the other foot in. And you're going to plant your right hand behind you. Take a deep breath and stretch your left arm up. Exhale, fold forward. Reach as far as you can. Reaching for the outside of your right leg. And release. So since we didn't do our seated twist, we're going to do our upright twist. So bend up your right leg And take your right foot and bring it outside your left knee. Take your right arm and put it behind you, planting your right hand behind you. Take a deep breath and stretch the left arm up. With a nice straight back, exhale and hook that elbow outside your right knee. Now, you can have your arm bent or straight, whichever you prefer. Take a deep breath in. Exhale everything. Squeeze and twist, coming to look over your shoulder. Hold it there. You can still be breathing. You'll just be breathing shallowly. And release. Come to center, stretch up, breathing in, exhale, fold forward. And back to center, so the other side. Raise the left leg up, bring the left foot outside of the right knee. Take the left arm, plant it behind you. Take a deep breath and stretch the right arm up. Exhale, hook the right arm outside your left knee, keeping that back straight. And straighten your arm or keep it bent. Take a deep breath in. Exhale everything. Squeeze and twist, coming to look over your shoulder. Be careful, don't over twist. Listen to your body. If something is paining you, don't do it. And then slowly unwind. Give it a good shake. So, full body stretch here. Arms overhead, pointing the toes. And we're going to do bridge pose. So bend your legs. Have your fingers touching your heels. Your feet should be hip distance apart. And then raise your hips up. Roll your shoulders underneath you to give you more height. Press your hands into the mat or interlace your hands and making a fist and press the fist into the mat. Squeeze your knees together if you can. And hold it there in your bridge pose. And then slowly come down. Arms overhead, pointing the toes. So, we're going to do that one more time, or you can come into wheel if you prefer. So, bending the legs, fingertips touching the heels. Feet hip distance apart, raise the hips up, roll the shoulders underneath you. Press your hands into the mat or your fist, squeeze your knees together. Or if you prefer to come into wheel, you're gonna scooch your butt closer to your heels, open up your feet a little wider on the mat. Bring your fingertips to your shoulders and then raise your hips up and then push up from there. And slowly come down. And full body stretch. And relax your arms, give them a shake. So we have to counter all that. So let's roll onto our tummy. And we're going to do superhero pose. So stretch your arms out in front of you. Point your toes. Raise your legs up. Raise your arms up. So you're flying like Superman. Gaze forward. And then rest your forehead on your forearms. And now we're going to raise one leg. Raise your left leg. Stretch your opposite arm out, your right arm. You're supporting yourself with your left forearm. And then raising that arm, raising that leg. You're pushing up from your pelvic area. You're gazing forward. You're flying through the sky like Superman. And then rest the head. So on the other side, You can extend your left arm, raise your right foot up, raise the left arm up, gazing forward, pressing up from your pelvic area. You're using your forearm to push you up. And rest your head. And then come back to your staff pose. So we're going to be doing upward facing plank. So for that, place your hands on either side of your hip. Point your toes. And actually, we should move our fingers back. So make your hands come back so that your fingertips are in line with the back of your rear end. And you're in a good position. So raise your hips up. Pointing the toes, drop the head back for upward facing plank. And then come down. Give it a good shake here. So it's time for us to wind down. So let's work on our abs a little bit. I was wanting to do both pose. So if you have some extra padding, you can use that for your tailbone. So for both pose, we're going to bend our legs, have our fingertips in line with the back of our rear end, and then just tilt back and raise the legs up. So you can stay right here for your boat pose, or you can raise your arms up and stay right there, or you can open up your arms and stretch out your legs, holding it here for as long as you can. And whenever you're ready, float down. Arms overhead, pointing the toes. And that's kind of exhausting. So we're going to finish off by coming into our supine twist. So draw one knee in toward your chest, nice and tight, and then release the knee. Shift it over to the outside and then draw it back in toward your chest. Release and bring it back to center. Then stretch that leg up. Interlace your fingers behind that knee. You're pointing your toes, so circle your foot here. Change direction. And then draw your hands up your leg. Draw your knee towards your nose, or your nose toward your knee. Slide back down the leg. Bend that leg. Cross it over your body. Extend your opposite arm, gazing at that opposite arm. You can add a little pressure with your hand on your knee for this version of supine twist. And full body stretch. So the other side. Draw the other knee in towards your chest, nice and tight. Release it, shift it to the outside, and then draw it back in toward your chest. Release it, bring it to center. Stretch that leg straight up, interlace your fingers behind the leg. Point the toes, and then circle your foot in one direction, and then change direction. Draw your hands up your leg and your nose towards your knee. Slide back down, bend that leg, cross it over your body, extend the opposite arm, gaze to that opposite arm. And release, full body stretch. Relax your arms on either side of you. Take a deep breath in through the nose. Exhale any tension you might have left in your body through the mouth. Taking another deep breath in, you can envision breathing in love from the universe. And then exhaling your own loving and peaceful vibrations to the world and the universe. And then just envision me placing my hands on your shoulders and applying some pressure to your shoulders. Just press your shoulders down into the mat and then release them. Envision your arms and legs melting into the earth. And the gravity of the earth pulling your whole body down towards the center of the earth and melting into the earth. I'm going to be in this Shavasana for about 1 minute. I'm going to begin it with the Tinsha symbols and end it with the Tinsha symbols. Begin to wiggle your fingers and toes, hands and feet. Draw your knees into your chest. Give a little sway side to side. Rock into your fetal position. Push up into your comfortably seated position. So thank you for joining me. From my heart to yours. Namaste. And if anybody would like to stay, I'm going to be demonstrating 8-angle pose.
Thanks, Andy. I would love to, but I was in meetings all day and I've barely seen the kids, so I have to dash.
Okay, that's all right. You won't miss 8-angle pose.
No. I'll keep that for. And thank you for doing Buzzing Bee. When we were halfway through today, I said, "Oh, Buzzing Bee, that's the one I wanted to mention," and you did it. So you read my mind.
Telepathy.
Here it is. Have a great night. Take care, everybody. Thanks.
Bye-bye.
Thank you. Bye, Indira.
Okay, bye-bye. So Benita's gone and Kathy, are you still there?
Yeah, I'm still here.
Kathy, do you want to try crow pose with us?
Okay, sure.
Yeah. Okay, and what I'm going to do before crow pose, I'm going to demonstrate 8-angle pose. If you don't want to do 8-angle, just wait. I'll get to crow pose. I want to do 8-angle first because it's a little more difficult. Diana, okay. Did you want to try any of those with us?
Yes.
Yeah. Yes. Okay. And Amber, what about you?
Yep.
Okay. So I'll give 8-angle a pose, a try. It's a difficult pose, but it's kind of fun to try. So First, you start by kind of sitting on your rear end. And then grabbing one of your feet, doesn't matter right or left, whichever one you want to try. You grab that foot and you kind of give it a little swing, side to side. And then you swing it on top of your arm, so it lands on top of your arm, on your tricep. Your hand has to be nice and flat on the mat, fingers open wide. And the other hand, flat on the mat, fingers open wide. Then you raise your opposite foot and you hook it onto the other foot. And let's see what works. So then you lean forward and you raise your legs off the ground and you hold it there. So I don't know, did you try it, Kathy?
Well, yes, until the last step when you have to raise the leg, couldn't do that.
Yeah, it's tricky. It takes a while, and if you don't do it for a little while, you can't do it anymore. I'm going to try it on my other side. You guys can try it if you like. Might not work for me on the other side, but let's see. So you grab the other foot, kind of just give it a little swing, loosen it up, then swing it over the top of your arm. So it's just hanging there on your tricep. Take the other foot, hook it onto that foot. Fingers are open wide. When you're ready, lean forward and stretch the legs out. And then come down.
Couldn't do the part from leaning forward.
It's tricky. So now let's do something easier. Crow pose.
Okay, crow.
So now you think crow pose is easy after doing that. You might want to grab a pillow to protect your head in case you're afraid of like falling forward on your head. So for crow pose, we start off on the balls of our feet. Our hands are flat in front of us, shoulder distance apart, fingers open wide. Then open up your legs so you look like a frog about to hop. Then you raise your rear end up and place your shins on the back of your arms, on your triceps. Now I'm just going to turn around the other way so you can see what it looks like on the other side. So I'm in my frog position. I raise my rear end up. I'm on the balls of my feet. Don't look down, look forward. You can raise one foot up and then the other foot up and then try both feet. And then if you can try it again, but you need to kind of shake your arms out. So hands, shoulder distance apart, shins on the back of your arms, raise one foot and then the other foot, gazing forward. And release. And give it a good shake. So were you guys able to do any of that?
Yes, for a few seconds.
Yeah.
Yes, a few seconds.
Good. What about you, Diana?
Second time, but my wrist hurt.
Oh, I can't hear you.
Oh,
You did it, or?
yeah, I did it the second time.
Oh, the second time, yeah. Sometimes
Yeah.
sometimes it works better the second time. So now our arms are tired. Let's just do one more pose, but not. Let's do our bird of paradise so it won't hurt the arms. If you want to try it, just give it a try if you want to. So this is the last one. So for bird of paradise, you start with your legs open wide, wider than your hip distance apart. And then take one elbow, swing it underneath, stretch that arm through. Take the other arm, wrap it behind your back, and see if you can grab your fingers. So then shift your weight to the other leg, that's your standing leg, and then try to come up. And the idea is to get your back as straight as possible, and then extend your leg. Okay. Were you able to do it, anybody?
Only halfway.
Okay. Let's try the other side. So leg open wide. Swing the other elbow through the legs. Catch the fingers. Shift your weight over to your standing leg. When you're ready and steady, come up as straight as you can. And then straighten out the leg.
I did better this time.
Yes?
Yeah.
Okay.
That was great.